A whole lot has happened on the net this week, and everyone is talking about Annie in Divya. Okay, I don't want us to go to that route because that's not why we are here. But this is what I'm coming to talk about. It's supposed to help you unlearn certain things you learned as a good girl. As we are talking, I need you to pay attention to how we made the asymmetric hair. Okay, if you follow what I'm doing, you can do it exactly that way and you get that hair to be perfect. One mistake good girls tend to make is to think the man loves you the way you love him. I've been there myself, and I'm here to tell you that good girl, they pay. Being a good girl, they pay. Bad girl, no, they pay. If you think otherwise, you can share your opinions in the comment section. You see, good girls tend to think that the way they think or behave is the same way everyone around them behaves. But it is not so. You should be able to understand that this person you are with is a different entity altogether. That person comes from a different background. If you can argue with your brother or sister, then that should tell you that two people are not the same. Even though the two of you came from the same household, were brought up by the same parents, you can still have conflicting ideas that make you quarrel or argue. So that should tell you that people don't think exactly the way you think. People have their own opinions and mindsets about certain things. And so you should know that the way you love him might not be the same way he loves you. So you should look out for the signs. Does he love you more or does he love you less? If he loves you less, then you need to advise yourself and pack quickly and run away. The second thing is, good girls tend to be too trusting and too naive. It almost sounds like the first one, but they are not the same. Well, you can say they are interrelated. But you see, we tend to be too trusting. We tend to think that everything is black and white. But it's not like that. The way you think things happen is not the way sometimes things happen the way they do. So open your eyes. Don't be too naive. Don't be too trusting. Don't be too gullible. Find things out for yourself. Open your eyes and see things happen as they happen. Otherwise, you are going to be in trouble. You can't keep making excuses for people and think that, oh, okay, maybe this person did this. If the person says close your eyes, find out why the person is asking you to close your eyes. You need to find that out so that people do not take you for granted, so that the man you are with does not take you for granted. Now, since we are on that topic this week, I saw a video where they asked Two-Face what he liked about Annie, and he made mention of she being still a little girl and sometimes even naive. Come on, come on. Maybe I didn't state it correctly, but it was in the lines of that. And to be frank, when I heard that, I wasn't too happy about it. But anyway, it's their life. What do we know? We know just what they want us to know. So we cannot talk much about it. Okay. The third thing I want you to take out of your mind is the perfect mindset. You are not perfect. He is not perfect. Things cannot be perfect all the times. You are only but humans. Mistake happen. Don't say that, oh, okay, my parents' relationship was like this. This when I went to this church, this is what I learned. Marriage or relationships are supposed to be. So by force, this is how yours is supposed to be. No. No two relationships are the same. So if you have someone who is trying for you and loves it the way you are, don't say by force. Every day, for example, every day, when your mom or your dad comes back from work, your mom meets him with a peg and takes off his shoes. Maybe your man wants to take off his shoes by himself. Allow him to do that. That's just an example, by the way. Allow him to do that. There are little things that you should give room to. I'm not saying that give room for bad behavior because relationships are not perfect. No. What I'm saying is there are some things that can change. Allow it, but don't allow bad behavior. Also, people tend to alienate. You suck off everybody because they said that in marriage or in relationships, it's just the two of you. So even if someone is saying something and is telling you, you cut them off. This behavior of cutting off people, it will end with someone in trouble one day. It is not everyone you cut off. Maybe someone is saying the truth. You do not cut that person off. Do you understand? You do not cut that person. Why are you cutting that person off? Let's say your parents are against the man you want to marry. You do not stand in front of the people who cared for you and loved you when no one else did. Insult them and say all manner of things just because you want to marry the man. What you have to do is to sit them down, make them understand why you chose to be with this man, and then also hear them out. Maybe they've seen something that you haven't. So you also have to, with a clear mind, be in the middle and listen to whatever they have to say. Maybe it's going to help you. Do you understand? So you just don't cut people off like that. See reason. Sometimes seeing reason can help you go a long way. And anybody who wants you to cut people off because you are dating them or because you are going to get married them is an abuser 80% of the time. And they are going to abuse you because you have no support system. So be very careful in cutting people off. And the last point I'm going to tell you is not to define yourself by your relationship status. Being married, being unmarried does not define who you are. Find yourself, find your purpose, and achieve them. Achieve whatever you want to achieve. That makes you who you are. You can be married, but then you've not found your purpose in life, or you've not found yourself. What do you like? What are your hobbies? Find all those things out so that without the person you can survive, because a whole lot can happen. What if that person dies? Will you be able to cope? If divorce comes, will you be able to cope? What is your source of income? You should be thinking about that and working towards it. These are some of the things you should learn and adhere to. So don't let relationships define who you are. Don't have the perfect mindset. Don't be cutting people off by heart. Also, don't be too trusting and too naive. Even the Bible says that be wise as a serpent. Okay? And then don't think he loves you or he thinks the way you do. If this video was helpful, kindly subscribe. Okay, subscribe to this channel and leave any comments or suggestions you have in the comment section. And also like this video and share to as many people as you can. Thank you for staying tuned. See you later. Bye.